Good morning, my dear children. Welcome back to Science 2 lecture. In that, we were doing lesson number 8, Useful and Harmful Microbes. In this chapter, few topics are remaining, so that we will complete in this lecture. So the remaining part is harmful microorganisms, in which we have to do about Clostridium microorganisms and the other microorganisms which are harmful to us. So let us start with the remaining part of this lesson. Clostridium. You can see in the picture. Okay, students. Sometime case of food poisoning. In the case of food poisoning occurs during community feast. How does the food become poisonous all of a sudden? What is the reason of that food poison? How suddenly that food become poisonous? Okay, students, you know the reason of this? How suddenly that food become poisonous? So, the bacteria which spoil cooked food are Clostridium. The bacteria which spoil the cooked food are Clostridium. Okay, students, out of about 100 different species of this bacterium, some are free living in the soil, whereas some live in the alimentary canal of humans and other animals. Out of this, about 100 different species of this bacterium, some of these bacterium are freely living in the soil. They are living in the soil, whereas some of them live in the alimentary canal of humans as well as other animals. These bacteria are rod-shaped and produce bottle-shaped endospores in adverse condition. These bacteria are in the rod shape. You can observe in the picture. And even they produce bottle-shaped endospores. They produce the bottle-shaped endospores in adverse condition. In the adverse condition. Adverse condition means unfavorable condition or harmful condition. One special characteristics of this bacteria is that they cannot withstand the normal oxygen level of the air because they grow in anaerobic condition. They cannot withstand with the normal oxygen present in the air because they develop in anaerobic condition. Okay, students, I explained you about aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So you have to find the meaning of anaerobic condition. Now see the picture. What you can observe. There are 4 types of Clostridium bacteria. First is Clostridium tetani. Second is Clostridium perfringens. Third is Clostridium botulinum. Fourth is Clostridium difficile. You can see these are the bacteria because of which food poisoning take place and even the cooked food get spoiled. Next is other harmful microorganisms. Here we are discussing about particular microorganisms. Now the remaining harmful microorganisms we will discuss. What is the question? Do only the Clostridium bacteria cause illness? क्या सिर्फ Clostridium बैक्टीरिया उसी से आदमी बीमार पड़ता है? क्या यही बीमार करता है? No ना. Other kinds of microorganisms, even the other kinds of microorganisms like bacteria, virus, protozoa and fungi are also responsible for different diseases and that affect human. Not only these Clostridium bacteria, but also other types of bacteria, virus, protozoa, fungi are responsible for different diseases that affect humans. You have learned about viruses which are smaller than bacteria. We have learned about the viruses which are smaller than these bacteria and can grow and reproduce only in living cell. They are smaller than bacteria, but they can grow and reproduce. Reproduce means producing again. So they can grow and reproduce only in the living cell. The cell which are living, they can grow and reproduce only in those cells. So let us see how they are harmful to us. That we will do in the next page of the chapter. Before that, let us see the introduction of scientist. An introduction to scientist. It was believed that meat gets spoiled due to some bacteria of bacillus type, but the exact type of bacillus was not known. It was believed that the meat which we are eating, that is spoiled by some type of bacteria of the bacillus, but the type of that was exactly not knowing. So when Birmingham scientist proved that the anaerobic bacterium that is Clostridium botulinum is responsible for food poisoning. Which Clostridium is responsible? Clostridium botulinum is responsible for food poisoning. Now you can see in the picture the third one. Clostridium botulinum is responsible for food poisoning. Next, Ida Wenston is another scientist. Ida Wenston obtained higher education in biochemistry at Chicago University. She has obtained her education in biochemistry at Chicago University. She conducted important research on the toxin responsible for. She was doing the research on the toxin responsible for gas gangrene and the antitoxin useful for treating it. She was using the toxins. She was searching for the toxins which are responsible for gangrene, but even she was learning that the antitoxin which are useful for treating this type of disease. While she was doing research on the dreaded disease called typhus, she was searching on the dreaded disease called as typhus. She herself contracted the infection. When she was researching on this type of disease, when she was researching that typhus disease, she herself, she got infected. She came in contact with that type of disease, but she overcame it, she got cure. जब वो इस टाइप के डिजीज़ पे रिसर्च कर रही थी तो वो खुद भी इससे इन्फेक्ट हो गई थी, मतलब उसके कांटेक्ट में आने से वो भी इन्फेक्टेड हो गई थी, बट वो ठीक हुई एंड उन्होंने अपना रिसर्च कंटिन्यू रखा. शी ओवरकेम इट एंड कंटिन्यू हर रिसर्च. फॉर दिस वर्क शी वॉज ऑनर्ड विद द टाइपस मेडल इन 1947 बिकॉज शी हैज़ completed her research. For this work, she honored with the Typus Medal in 1947. Okay, students. Now come on this table. In this, name of disease is given. The pathogen. Pathogen means which cause disease. So here virus, bacteria which cause disease. So the pathogen, mode of infection, how this disease get infected, and the prevention, how you can prevent this disease. So the spread and prevention of disease are given in this table. First is name of the disease is AIDS. Pathogen is virus. This disease is spread through the virus. What is the mode of infection? Through blood. It can spread through the blood and the semen of the infected person. Semen of the infected person means, semen means the male reproductive fluid containing spermatozoa in suspension. So it is spread through that of male reproductive system. And the milk of mother suffering from the AIDS. It even spread through the milk. The milk of the mother suffering from the AIDS. The mother who is suffering from AIDS, it spread through her milk. How you can prevent? Prevention is safe sexual contact. While doing sex, you have to do safe sexual contact. Avoid reuse of needles. You should not use the needles again and again, and the injection also. So you have to avoid the reuse of needles and injection. The second name of disease is hepatitis. It is also caused by the virus. What is the mode of infection? It occurs because of the contaminated water and the food. Prevention: clean and filter water, proper storage of food. You should use clean and the water which is filter and the proper storage of the food. The third virus is influenza. What, students? Influenza. The pathogen is again same, virus. The mode of the infection is contact with the infected person. When you come in contact with the infected person, it occurs to you. How you can prevent? Personal hygiene and avoiding contact with the infected person. You should take care of your personal hygiene. Not for everyone but for yourself. You should take care of your personal hygiene, and even you should avoid to come in contact with that person who got infected by this type of disease. So you should avoid to come in contact with that person. Okay, students. The next is measles and chickenpox. This is also caused by the virus. Mode of infection is contact with the person. When you come in contact with the infected person, it happens to you. How you can prevent? By the vaccination or uncontaminated water, clean food, etc. What is चिकन पॉक्स? बहुत लोग बोलते हैं माता जी आइए, तो उस टाइम पे भी क्या बोलते हैं सब लोग, एक दूसरे को बाहर से आओ तो उसको कोई छुओ मत, ये मत करो. ऐसा नहीं कि छुओ मत कुछ होगा, इसके लिए बोलते हैं क्योंकि वो उनके कांटेक्ट में आने से आपको भी हो सकता है. देखो यहाँ बताया हुआ, कांटेक्ट विद द इन्फेक्टेड पर्सन. द पर्सन हु आर सफरिंग फ्रॉम सच डिजीज, इफ यू विल कम इन कांटेक्ट विद दैट पर्सन, इट कैन ट्रांसफर टू you. So you have to avoid to come in contact with that person. Next, bird flu and swine flu. Bird flu is H7N9 and swine flu is H1N1. It is also caused by the virus. Contact with the infected bird or animal. When you come in contact with the infected bird, the bird which is infected or the animal which is infected, it can transfer to you. So how you will prevent? The personal hygiene. Personal hygiene, properly cooked meat. When you are eating the meat, that meat should be properly cooked, fully cooked. Okay, students. Next disease is dengue. It spread by the virus. The mode of infection is mosquito bite. When the mosquito bite, the dengue can occur. How will prevent? Cleanliness of surrounding, preventing stagnation of water. Mosquito control means you have to clean your surrounding. You don't have to store water because in clean water only they can develop. So you have to avoid storing the water, and even you have to control the mosquito. Okay, students. Next disease is pneumonia. You don't have to read P. pneumonia. It is pneumonia. P is silent. The pathogen is bacteria. It is spread through bacteria. The mode of infection, how it get infected. Droplets spread in air by the infected person. The person who is infected, while sneezing or coughing, the droplets, or spitting, when he is spitting, the droplets coming out of that infected person, the droplets coming out of his or her body, when these droplets mix in the air and transfer to other person, the person get infected. How you can prevent? By the vaccination, avoiding contact with the infected person. You can avoid by the vaccination, and even you can prevent by avoiding that person who is infected by such disease. Next is leprosy. Pathogen is bacteria. Long-term contact with the infected person. If you are in contact with the infected person, it will not happen to you. But the long-term contact, if you are continuously in contact with that person, for a long time you are in contact with that person, you will be infected by this type of disease. So prevention, avoiding contact with infected person and their belongings, their things. You can be in contact with that person, but not for a long time. If you will there in contact with the long time, you can get infected. So you have to avoid in contact with that person and even their belongings, means their things. Next disease, cholera. Pathogen is bacteria. Again, contaminated food and water. Mode of infection is contaminated food and water. The prevention is clean food and water. You should use clean food and water. It will spread because of the unhealthy food and water. And prevention is when you will take clean food and water. Next disease, malaria. The bacteria is protozoa. The pathogen is protozoa, not the bacteria. Earlier was virus, then came bacteria. Now malaria spread through protozoa. The mode of infection is mosquito bite or unclean surrounding. When the mosquito bite you or anyone, it can infect it to you. Or by the unclean surrounding. If your surrounding is not clean, it is dirty, you can suffer from malaria. Prevention is cleanliness of surrounding. Your surrounding should be clean. Preventing stagnation of water. You should not store water. Controlling mosquito. Same as dengue. The prevention is same as dengue. You can see here, this and this prevention is same. Mosquito bite. Okay students, the last name of disease is dandruff, ringworm, scabies. The pathogen is fungi. This occurs because of the fungi. What is the mode of infection? Contact with the infected person or his/her belongings like clothes. When you come in contact with the person who is infected by such type of disease, or when you use their belongings like clothes and many other things, you get infected. So what is the prevention? Personal hygiene. You should take care of your personal hygiene. Do not use others' thing or belongings for yourself. Avoid using others' clothes. So take care of personal hygiene. Avoiding contact with the infected person. The person who is infected by such disease, you should avoid to come in contact with that person. Okay students, So here we have finished the other microorganisms which are harmful to us. Let's see which diseases we have discussed. The first is AIDS, second is hepatitis, third is influenza, fourth is measles and chickenpox, fifth bird flu and swine flu, the sixth one is dengue, seventh one is pneumonia, eighth leprosy, ninth cholera, 10th malaria, 11th last is dandruff, ringworm and scabies. Okay students, so here we have completed our lesson. Okay students.